So colonists are going to start to hold meetings and boycott British goods. But in response to these colonial protests, Britain will repeal or get rid of the Stamp Act. But again, they'll introduce another tax called the Townsend Acts. There's a random H in there, it's fine. Townsend. Okay, so this is going to impose special taxes in goods in the colonies like glass and lead. Crazy. But again, they're doing this without consent of the governed. So the Sons of Liberty are going to attempt to influence public opinion by criticizing the taxes. However, even in crisis, most members are going to continue to remain loyal to King George, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. So in 1770, there's going to be a thing called the Boston Massacre, where more soldiers are sent to stop protest and to prevent unrest amongst the colonists. However, their presence is going to add to the bitterness, so the colonists are just getting more angry. Basically, soldiers were taunted, shots were fired, people died, and it was called a massacre to help win public support against the British. Fast forward to 1773, the Boston Tea Party. Colonists dress up as Mohawk Indians, and they're actually going to board 3 British ships in Boston Harbor. So they're going to seize 45 tons of tea and dump it into the harbor. In response to the Boston Tea Party, Britain enacts the Intolerable Acts, which are going to close Boston Harbor until the people from Boston paid for the tea. So they're being super petty here. They're going to restrict the Massachusetts Government Council. The king also assumed power to appoint all positions in government of the colonies. And now officials can be charged in Britain instead of the colonies if they do something wrong or break the law. And lastly, British government declared the right to quarter or house British troops in unoccupied buildings in the colonies. Not loving that. All of these things are just reasons for the colonist hate fire to grow towards the British. The Boston Massacre gets it going, but really the Boston Tea Party is their act of civil disobedience. So they're trying to enact change without being aggressive and killing people. But the Intolerable Acts come back just in retaliation to the Boston Tea Party. So as we progress through this, please understand that the colonists have more and more reasons to dislike the British.